I never thought my marriage would unravel because of a single post. But the night I read the words, "My husband can cry," plastered across my wife's feed for everyone to see, something in me cracked. It wasn't the words themselves. God knows I've cried in front of her. It was the tone, the hidden smirk behind them. Like she wasn't just talking to her friends, but to someone else. Someone who needed to know I was weak. I sat on the couch, phone glowing in my hands, the quiet hum of the fridge the only sound in our house. I should have scrolled past it, laughed it off. Instead, my gut twisted, heavy and sour, and a thought whispered inside me. This isn't about you. This is for him. Emma. I called, my voice steady, too steady. She came into the living room, brushing damp hair from her face, smelling faintly of lavender soap. "What's up?" she asked, like everything was normal. I turned the screen toward her. "This. Why'd you post it?" Her eyes flicked to the phone and back. A flicker of something, guilt, annoyance, maybe both, crossed her face before she smoothed it away. "It's just a joke, Daniel. Relax. You've been so stressed with work, I thought people should know you're human too." The explanation sat between us like spoiled food. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the laugh she forced after was hollow, and my chest burned with suspicion I couldn't swallow down. That night, I lay in bed with her body curved against mine, her breathing soft and even. But my eyes stayed open, locked on the ceiling. The words repeated in my head, each echo louder than the last. My husband can cry. Why did it feel like a message, a signal meant for someone else? The next week at work, I was knee-deep in the whistleblower report. For months I had been gathering evidence against my company, a chain of illegal kickbacks buried under clean paperwork. I'd built my case piece by piece. Long nights spent combing through files while Emma said goodnight without waiting for me to follow. This report was supposed to be the biggest thing I'd ever done. Risky, yes, but honest. The kind of thing I thought she'd be proud of. But lately, I'd caught her glancing at my laptop too long, asking too many questions. "What if you get in trouble for this? What if it ruins us?" she'd said, voice trembling. At the time I thought it was fear for me. Now I wondered if it was fear for herself. I started noticing patterns. Her phone always flipped screen side down. The late-night showers that stretched too long. The faint smile she wore afterward like she'd been somewhere else entirely. The way she avoided my eyes when I asked about her day, answering in clipped phrases as though she were holding back a bigger truth. Every detail was small, dismissible. Put together, they painted a picture I didn't want to see. It all came to a head on a Thursday evening. I came home earlier than usual, the report tucked safely on a flash drive in my bag. Emma was in the kitchen, humming to herself, phone in her hand. She didn't hear me at first. "Yes, I saw it. He doesn't suspect anything. Trust me, he's too caught up in his crusade to notice," she whispered, laughter soft in her throat. My blood turned cold. I stepped forward, and she spun around, her smile vanishing. "Who were you talking to?" My voice was quiet, but sharp. "No one. Just Sarah," she stammered. I stared at her, at the flush rising in her cheeks. My heart pounded so hard I thought it might crack my ribs. "Don't lie to me." Her lips pressed tight. She didn't answer. And in that silence I knew. That night I didn't sleep. I sat at the desk in my office, the flash drive resting in my palm like a stone. This report, this truth, it could bring down powerful men. But suddenly, it wasn't about them anymore. It was about her. "He doesn't suspect anything." Those words replayed in my head until sunrise. I confronted her again the next morning. "Emma, how long?" My voice broke as I asked. She froze, coffee mug in hand, then set it down carefully as if buying time. "Daniel," she began, but stopped when she saw my face. Her eyes softened with something close to pity. "I didn't mean for it to happen." The world tilted. My throat tightened. Ooh. Her silence was answer enough. 4 days, I walked through life in a haze. At work, my colleagues' voices were distant murmurs. At home, the walls felt too close, the air too heavy. Emma tried to talk, tried to explain, but every word was a knife twisting deeper. She said it wasn't about love, that she still cared for me. But betrayal doesn't care about reasons. It leaves a scar no apology can erase. One evening, I sat staring at the whistleblower report on my screen. It was complete, damning, ready to be sent. But my hands shook above the keyboard. Emma's voice rang in my head. What if it ruins us? Us. There was no us anymore. She'd already chosen someone else. And yet, something darker tugged at me. If I exposed the company, Emma's secret would spill too. Her betrayal, her laughter behind my back. It would all come out in the storm that followed. Did I want that? Did I want revenge or freedom? In the end, I unplugged the flash drive. I walked outside into the night, cold air burning my lungs, and I let it fall into the river. The water swallowed it without a sound. Not because I wanted to protect her. Not because I wanted to protect myself. But because I was done carrying secrets, for them, for her, for anyone. I went home, packed a bag, and left the house without saying goodbye. The last thing I saw before I shut the door was Emma standing in the hallway, her eyes wide, her mouth open as if to call my name. But no words came. And that silence, her silence, was the only truth I needed. I don't know what tomorrow holds. Maybe I'll rebuild my life from the ground up. Maybe I'll never fully heal from the cracks her betrayal left behind. But I know this. She thought I'd never suspect. She thought my tears made me weak. But the moment she posted, "My husband can cry," she forgot something important. Even broken men can walk away.